Oh god. like if there is any anime only left, like if you have not been spoiled enough by the manga readers, by watching this OP, you are completely spoiled about the rumbling. Congratulations. Hi guys, this is the Anime Maniacs, and today we are gonna analyze and break down the last OP of the AOT franchise, The Rumbling. The opening sequence and the song was really fabulous and completely like fire to me. So I wanted to make this video and break down the opening. So let's begin. The seventh opening of Attack on Titan, The Rumbling, is written, composed, and sang by the band Sim, and the opening sequence is animated by Mappa Studios, who animated the rest of the Attack on Titan 4th season. The opening starts with Eren tying up his wet hair before he leaves the jail with wearing his coat. Now this could be seen as when in the first part he left his cell in search of the Jaegerist with the help of the power of the Warhammer Titan. But it certainly did not go that way. Therefore, we can say that it is a metaphorical representation of the earlier events. Also, we see Mikasa with a scarf and Armin thinking, which is his normal job, both locked up in the cell, while Eren is leaving the cell. Now, it could actually be seen as Armin and Mikasa locked up by the Jaegerists, but there is another important thing I wanna show. The jail could be represented as the state of confusion that every scout member is going through, while Eren has decided what he wants to do and has almost set his foot outside of the jail. Both Armin and Mikasa are conflicted in their emotions between their duty and their friend, and therefore are locked up. The fact that Mikasa is wearing her scarf is in contrast to the latest episode in which Mikasa leaves her scarf because she wants to find the truth about what Eren said to her. Then we see some of the rumbling scenes that I discussed previously, after which it cuts to the shot of the ocean before flashing the title card of this season. Now you must have noticed this picture which comes right before the title card. In the background you see some DNA and molecules which could be represented as the royal blood. And then you see Zeke and Eren facing opposite directions, which actually symbolizes a great plot twist which will be coming in the future episode. The fact that Zeke supports euthanasia and wants every Eldian to stop having children so as to give this entire tragedy a peaceful ending, and Eren choosing genocide of all humans outside Paradise so that he can protect his own friend. Completely opposite ideologies. Now we think that Eren is supporting Zeke, but in the future episodes, you know what's coming. Now we see Eren walking out of the scouts building. Now this place is definitely the scout headquarters where we saw in the first part Armin and Mikasa came running down from this path. This shows how Eren left the scouts, and here we see a tomb like of the fallen soldiers or someone with a lot of pigeons symbolizing peace sitting up in them. Now these pigeons fly past Eren. It cuts to the four following scenes. In the first scene we see the scouts of the older days, Sasha, Marco, Jean, Connie, Armin and Mikasa having an idle chat and laughing under the sunset sky. And then you see the new scene where it's the funeral of Sasha, the sky is cloudy and gloomy, everyone is crying. And this actually contrasts well between the happiness they found in season 1 and the sadness and the gloominess they found themselves in season 4. In first glance, you may like the first picture, but then when you see, you will notice the barbed wire. And yeah, the barbed wire, as you can understand, represents their imprisonment and their lack of freedom within the island. Compared to the now free scouts, the people are all free. Yes, they have died, but now they're all free and they are actually finding their way to freedom. Unlike the first picture where it is only temporary happiness surrounded by titans. In the third picture, you can see Emir, Historia, Reiner, Bertolt and Annie. In the fourth picture, you can see Porco, Gabi, Falco, Peak, and others. So basically, just like the first and the second picture, the third and the fourth picture also shows the past and the future of the warriors. And interestingly, the past of the warriors is shown as gloomy. They're very depressed and Reiner is going to a split personality problem, while Emir and Historia are also in various problems. And then in the new picture, you see Porco, Emir is dead. You see Reiner, you know that Bertolt is dead as well, and Annie is imprisoned in Paradise, and that shows the contrast between the past and the future. And yes, this is mostly from Reiner's perspective, who has now found much happiness back in his homeland, only temporary before the homeless man arrives. After which it cuts to another scene where we see Eren walking over the wall and so many other so many other birds surrounding Eren, flying past him. Now this scene of the wall and he walking over it actually shows his fragile condition. On one side, his captivity, his childhood, his innocence. On another side, there is freedom, there is the idea of genocide, and whatever comes next. We cut to a scene of an completely injured Levi and Hanj, who's like, oh my god, I feel like crying. Oh, what happened to Hanj's smile? Like in the last 3 seasons, she was a completely different person, and now, why, Seama? Why? It cuts to Zeke throwing his ball to Xavier, as again he's throwing the stones towards the scout members. And then finally he's seen when he's awakened after his fight with Levi. So in 3 beautiful shots and 3 brilliant cutscenes, you can actually see the development of Zeke from a child to the Beast Titan who was enemy of the scouts, and then to the Zeke we know today. Now Eren bites his hands, and with a flash we are shifted to the scenes of Attack on Paradise, with Eren's attack titan rushing on the streets. On the next scene we see Reiner and his armor titan getting beaten up. Then we see Peak and the cart titan, Porco and Jaw titan, and so on. Now an interesting thing about it is that Peak is shown in the office of Zeke, where she understood what Zeke was up to. We see Reiner in the background of the same room where he met Eren in Liberio, and finally we see Porco. Now in Porco's image, I could not find anything important about the background, except in the reflection of the mirror we could see Ymir, meaning Ymir is highly influencing Porco's behavior. Now we see Annie out of her shell with an epic shot of the female titan. We see Bertolt hovering over Armin, showing how much he has influenced Armin's way of thinking, and the colossal titan in front of Liberio. We also see a flashback of the Warhammer titan before showing the crystal in front of Eren Yeager, meaning Eren has taken over the power of Warhammer titan. Now we see 3 images overlapped with each other: the paths, a flower that was seen in episode 1 of Attack on Titan in Eren's dream, and finally Founder Ymir. Now it cuts to the shot of the ocean with an army fighting the ocean, and we know it's from the manga. Again we see Eren above the clouds, and he suddenly changes to Child Eren. And now we see inside Eren, it's showing how Eren killed the kidnappers with the knife who kidnapped Mikasa, and this is a scene which shows Eren's violence and that he has always been the way he is and nobody ever influenced him. You can actually contrast between the horror in Eren's face and the happiness in the child Eren's face. And then all of it cuts to all the people who are running away from the rumbling, and wait, wasn't that guy dead? Who knows why he's there? And then get to the shot of all the scouts over the wall. We see 4 distinct groups. We see Ymir and Historia, Reiner, Bertolt and Annie, Eren, Armin and Mikasa, and Connie, Jean and Sasha. And all of it with the scene that Mikasa puts on her scarf actually could be the callback to the good old days. At least I want to think so. I really did not find any more symbolism in this. And then we cut to Eren's childhood, where Eren, Mikasa and Armin are running towards the tree where it all started and where it will all end. And then, through a brilliant cutscene, we find Child Eren to Scout Eren to the modern Eren, and when Eren looks at us, we see in his eyes the founding titan. And all the rumbling, the greatest scene that is gonna come in the anime. And that cuts to Eren shouting in the air as he gone completely crazy as he's standing over his army and facing to the other world on the other side of the sea. And then we see our huge wall titan stomping over a butterfly, showcasing how the world will be completely destroyed with all its beauty gone, and the OP ends. To be honest, I thought that this OP will also be like the first OP of this fourth season, which was completely empty of spoilers and just showing intense symbolism. But no, this was a little different. It did not have the gloomy and sad tone of the last OP and had great spoilers in it. Like a great foreshadowing, a lot of things, which was not like this black and white thing. And I think it actually fits the intense fight that is gonna come in the season, unlike the first part, which was mostly about the gloominess and the reveal of a monster. And I don't think I'll analyze the lyrics of the show just right now. I will take some more time, and when the entire song releases, I will make a follow-up video by analyzing the lyrics of the rumbling song. If you like the video, please smash the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.